Hi.
Hi. Like, what? That can't, that, you said the sound. Why are you whispering?
Okay.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
Hi. Welcome back to More Than Life.
I introduced her. I did the intro. Somebody is Dutch. Okay. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, welcome to More Than Life. Today we're doing a video that was requested about how do we manage life through the pandemic. So we've been in this since last March. We have 2 kids, that's 4 and 1. But when we started, they were 3 and like 6 or 7 months. So we've been in it for over a year now. And so we're gonna kind of talk about like how we managed to get through the pandemic thus far with schedules. So we're both, Carson. Let's see, this is gonna be our next sleep.
Carson was using the bathroom really loud. Sorry.
Carson, go back. It's quiet time. Go in your room.
This
Okay.
is on like during the pandemic.
All right, go back. So as we talk, going back to managing our life during the pandemic. So anywho, so we have 2 kids. We both have been working remotely at home. So we're just gonna kind of talk about some things that kind of helped us.
So day to day, what helped us at the jump, I'm a person that schedules, so I wrote down a schedule for us. And what we do, we alternate. We really, well, me, Lamar works every day, but I try to get all of my work done in 2 to 3 days because we split who has the kids like for school and who's watching them the majority of the day so the other person can work. So Monday through Thursday, we're switching back and forth. Friday is more of a chill, relaxed day. It's reviewing for Carson for school. And that's usually when we do our fun stuff, leading into the weekend.
Yep. And I would say number one, the biggest thing is just communication because I might, it was Monday and Wednesday last week, but I may look at my schedule ahead at work and say, hey, I got a few work meetings. I need to do Tuesday and Thursday. So I think the biggest thing to get through the pandemic work life is just communication. There's been, some situations where maybe I forgot to communicate, she did, and, we worked through those things. So, there's no perfect way, we all been living in this pandemic and, there's ups and downs, but I would say constantly communicating, like our schedules will work and
I place my meetings that I have for work, I place it in a calendar app, C-O-Z-I, Cozy. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how I've been pronouncing it. I put my stuff in the Cozy app.
I don't as much because I already have like 3 calendars. So I have my work calendar, my law calendar, and then my personal calendar. I just can't be and then my work calendar, I have tons of meetings. I'm not about to sit down and put all that into that app.
Communication,
So
however you choose
so
to
I communicate. I'm a verbal communicator. Even though in this generation when people are like, oh, just text me, I'd just rather talk to somebody, get out the way and be done. But anyway, so I would say communication. So how do we manage? So I mean, with school, I will say Taylor did a great job doing a curriculum for Carson at the beginning of the year. Because for me, I need structure like that. I'm not a teacher, so every day trying to decide what I'm gonna teach Carson, that would not be good for me. So I would say having that, that curriculum helps me know, okay, this is what he has tomorrow. So I look ahead a day and say, okay, how am I gonna fit this within, the day? Because also Grayson's at the age where she does stuff as well.
It was easier last year.
Yeah.
We could just sit her somewhere and she didn't move.
Yeah.
No, and she took 2 naps.
Yeah, she took 2 naps. So with her first nap, we would do a lot of Carson's school. Now she's down to 1 nap. So we have to do school at the same time with them. Sometimes interact where Carson helps teach her like colors and puzzles. and Carson at the age 2 where he's about to go to kindergarten, so he's not gonna have just one-on-one time overseeing.
Right,
So
right.
we say, Carson, we give him instructions,
A lot of
directions,
independent work.
directions, and then we let him go and then do some stuff with her, then come back, oversee. Okay, you doing good there? Kind of like what a teacher would. So it's not just like you just laser focus on one. So I mean, our day to day is kind of like we wake up, we do breakfast, we do devotion most days. Some days maybe not, or exercise. And then, sometimes we both check emails in the morning from like 30 minutes. So we let them do free play in the playroom. And then from there, whoever the day is kind of takes over. So from like 10 to 11, they have school, like true, like, words, sight words, counting, letters, activities, music, art, whatever that may be. And then from that 11 to 11:45, we kind of go outside to get them kind of outside play.
And still learning.
Yeah, still learning,
Sidewalk chalk or whatever it may be.
Well, even if it's not learning, at that age, it's really organized play. And so we go outside and play. They need that outside for both of us. We all need it. They need it. We need to have them outside. And then we kind of come back in around at 12. We do lunch. And so lunch is from 12 to 12:30. And then after that, they go upstairs and play again for like an hour. But a lot of their stuff too, they have educational stuff. So they play, but it's a little bit of, school puzzles and stuff like that. So then Grayson takes her nap after that 1:30. She takes a nap around 1:30 to 2, and she sleeps to about 3:30 or 4. So she takes about an hour and a half, 2 hour nap. And during that time, which is currently right now, you heard Carson, he has quiet time. So we make him go in his room, and he has like puzzles, Picasso tiles, a lot of like analytical brainstorming stuff to make Legos, where he's in there by himself and he's doing those type of activities to kind of get that critical thinking. He gets the directions, he builds stuff. It's just his time, his space to yourself. But that also allows us some time to like relax, breathe for that hour and a half to work. Like if I've been having them all day, that hour and a half, I gotta go catch up on some work. And then I'll finish up.
From there, they get up, we have snack, then we usually go back outside or playtime, something creative. And then from there, we eat dinner.
Yeah, and that's the end of school. So they
Go to
wake
bed
up.
and repeat.
Well, no, she left a huge part out.
Oh.
So once they wake up and they eat snack, so like say if I had them all day and they eat snack at 4, it's about 4:30. About every day we say, okay, deuces, whoever has them for the day, like
It's their
leaves
time
for
to
like an
leave.
hour.
Yes.
And so 4:30, I'm like, okay, I'll be back at 5:30. So I might go to the gym. Taylor may go to Target or just
Sometimes, y'all, I've just gone to the park, sat there and read.
Yeah.
It's just, or I just sit in silence because the 3 people that I live with talk all the time. So sometimes I just need pure silence.
Yeah. So that's like that hour that person gets, and then they come back, and then when they get back, we get ready for dinner. And I used to be before a pandemic. I was a parent. They're like, oh, they can stay up to 8:39.
I never would.
She never would, but now it's like, okay, after we eat, 7:30, like get them in the bed. So that's kind of our day to day, every day. It switches on who day it is. And of course, there's a day where we both have press and stuff for work.
Right.
To be honest, some days like we say, okay, they got a little more TV time today. Like we both got some pressing deadlines. But story bots, number blocks, there's some educational stuff, TV stuff that they watch.
YouTube has plenty of educational. We're learning days of the week, months of the year. So it's little songs out there that can keep them entertained. Or we throw on exercise videos as well.
And we still just try to limit on those days still, like no more than 2 hours. But I mean, it's the pandemic. Taylor has more, she puts more pressure on herself. I'm like, that'd be all right. It ain't gonna set them back that much. So, that's kind of the day-to-day of how we get through the pandemic.
So a few things that we've kept in mind during the pandemic. You heard our day-to-day. It's crazy. We know that other people have crazy days as well. So kudos, we have made it, y'all, over a year. Can't believe this. We've been at home a whole year. So some things that helped us. One thing that we try to implement is self-care. So when we're telling you that we're leaving, in the evening time, that's not our only time for self-care. So self-care for us looks different. I'll just share a few of my items. Lamar only has really one. But for me, I like to meditate. I've used several apps that help guide me through meditation. I also use journals. So prayer journal, regular journal, because I do like to write. Those are just a few of my go-to items for self-care, and I have a long list, but I'll just name those two. How about you?
I mean, I like to exercise and get massages. So like, I like to just pamper myself. Or get a pedicure, something like that. So Friday's the day we do that. Like, we both caught up for work. Those are the days where we say, hey, this week. She's like, hey, I'm just going to Mount Juliet, Target. I'll be gone for 4 hours. I'm like, cool. And she just, do what she wants. Try not to call her, we're really good at that. Well, I'm really good at that. I just let her go and just like, cool. It's like when I get my self-care, I get a call like every 2 hours. Hey, I'm like, I didn't call you for your 5 hours. Like, you know
and
how to
I'm
manage.
not gone 5 hours.
Yes, sometimes.
No.
I mean,
and for those that aren't comfortable with leaving the house, because my self-care, it looked different in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm a little better now where I don't mind going to Target. But in the beginning, you just have to be creative. Whether that's, I love essential oils, so I would make my bathroom into like a spa. So lighting candles, have oil, the diffuser going, get you a nice warm bath, whatever it is. You could be creative even if you are like, oh, I'm not really feeling going out. Just be creative at home.
Yep, so that's how we're making it through the pandemic and managing in the Moore household. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all have a great day. Y'all can make it through this pandemic.
Okay.
Keep pressing on, keep fighting the good fight.
Hopefully we're almost done.
Y'all have a good day.
Bye.